Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. On play action, now McCarthy.
Rolling to his right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The Vikings at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there, it's second down. To the air with McCarthy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Mekhi Blackman gets in for the tackle. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you get hit in all phases.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford on third down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Play action. Stafford. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
That is caught.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Stafford. Dancing to his left.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyron Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On fourth down, Stafford. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second down and 8.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Stafford.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
It got his man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of the rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A.
Blake Corum.
58 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And now they'll shift things around. McCarthy off the play fake.
And this is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the delay, Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Corum now on 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
K.J. Hamler.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Corum.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Blake Corum
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Rams have opened the lead up to 30. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's going deep for Bateman. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's McCarthy.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They run once more with Corum.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
This 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead with Corum.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage. They are power.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Blake Corum
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Rams are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on 2nd.
Throwing is McCarthy.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. Inside the 20.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just... And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, is really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Team here, Charles. That's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No.
Live life in disguise, cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight, like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my last order. 5:45, have the lights on us. Fires for the side of an ice caller. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go, yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO, yeah.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Get these boys help, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Penny necklace on my hips, butterfly that's on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream with Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Get that.
Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with a run by Tracy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You look at this Packers defense, They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Williams. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Cut.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the 18. 24 is the mic.
To throw, it's Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Bears defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lucas Van Ness.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
On 2nd down, here's Williams. Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Third and 3.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. As they've got it as we resume action.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And Montgomery going to pick up a Bears first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was textbook right there to get in tight and force the incompletion.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming to you, son. I'm coming to you.
On 2nd down, Brooks.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
24 is the mic.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And now off to the races down the right side.
He's to the 20.
Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hand.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
Taking it right down Broadway.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Right back to Tracy. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eberflus is going to take a risk here on 4th down. He is going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get 1st half scores just like this one.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. On 1st down, here's Williams. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Williams. Steps away to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 167 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards.
Another big... Big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
56, 56, check 56.
First down, Love to pass. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing. Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Coming to you, coming to you. 56 to Mike. 56.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
24 is the Mike. Oh, you get it. Hey, look 3, look 3.
Here's Williams.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On play action, here's Williams.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here's Love.
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
1st down going to the air with Love. And that is incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Love now on 2nd down.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going back to Love.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Single. 24 is the mark. 19 tight.
To the air, Williams.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
56 is mine. 56 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Second and 9.
24 is the mic. Check.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's completed right side to Palmer.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To the air once more, Williams.
He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Play action. Now Williams.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Lucas Van Ness able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go with White on the counter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. All day, baby, all day.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And firing a deep ball for Kmet.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chicago!
Cole Kmet,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go.
There he goes, left side.
He's on his way.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now here's a carry heading left. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Instructions galore here. Second and a few inches.
24 is the mic.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the...
And my goodness, another interception. Inside the 10 and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 56 the mic.
Throwing on 2nd down is Williams. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
24 is the mic. Go.
Back to throw. Williams. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over.
Competition is stale. Yeah, Curry, no